Recording is in progress. Okay, this is Junker's Review. I'm James.
I'm Frank.
Frank or Frankie? How are you going to go by in this thing?
I guess I'll go by Frankie. Do it again.
We're going to talk about Super Mario Brothers.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see you.
Okay, please don't say stuff like that.
Super Mario Brothers starred with Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi.
And in this movie, he did his dad.
He did Mario's
Yeah.
dad. And Seth Rogen played Donkey Kong.
The basic plot: the two brothers had started a plumbing business, and they heard about a huge manhole leak. They got sucked into a pipe. They landed at Mushroom Kingdom. Uh, Luigi landed in the bad area that was controlled by Bowser. Mario, he eventually hooked up with Princess Peach. Is it Peach or Peaches? She was going to try to go basically stop Bowser. They went in, they hooked up with the people, Jungle People. They met Donkey Kong. Mario had to fight Donkey Kong and to win the support of the Jungle People. You know, and he did. He beat Donkey Kong. Then they all got together and went off to fight Bowser. Like voice acting, let's go through individual people, I guess. Chris Pratt did Mario.
Oh, all of that was fine.
They didn't have the accents though. I mean, they didn't. Oh, it's me, you know, all that stuff. They just didn't do it. Um, Anya Taylor Joy. I don't know if it's Anna Taylor or Annie Taylor. She did a pretty good job as Princess Peach. She's been in a few movies we've went to see lately. Uh, she was in The Menu recently. That was pretty good.
Well, they didn't on the voices. They didn't do any stereotype voices with especially with Mario and Luigi.
You mean the accents and stuff?
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I wouldn't have cared if they did that. But then again, Chris Pratt, who knows if he could do an Italian voice? Um, Charlie Day is the guy who did Luigi. He was the guy that he's in from It's Always that show I don't watch. Do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Never seen any.
I don't watch it. He's funny, I think. He was in Horrible Bosses. Jack Black did Bowser, and he basically wanted Princess Peach to marry him, and he did these one or two serenades, and it was hilarious. Is there anybody that you didn't like? Because there's one voice actor I didn't like. I
I
mean,
I didn't I didn't dislike any voice actor, any of the voices.
I didn't really like Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I thought he did. I just thought it was Seth Rogen, and a part of that's probably because I kind of think Seth Rogen is a putz. Uh, that's just me. Some people didn't like the guy that did Cranky Kong. I didn't really mind that guy.
They made Donkey Kong a little juvenile in this movie. That's the only thing that was kind of maybe a little irritating.
As far as the actual movie goes, uh, I thought it was pretty good. I was entertained. I thought it was visually very nice. I mean, it looked like a lot of the stuff was out of the game. It was animated by Illumination. Those are the guys that did the Minions movie. Well, Minions movie. They did. I know they did last year's Minions movie. The score was by Brian Tyler. What did you think about that?
I liked it. I kind of like having the '80s music because it was early '80s, late '80s, early '90s.
Stuff where they did the Mario music was just exactly like the game. I thought that was great. Uh, it was a
Now,
it
I
was a
never Mario Kart, so I wasn't familiar with the vehicles and
You never played Mario Kart? Oh, that part of the movie was, I mean, that was really good. That was just basically like playing the game. What are you looking at? Just, I
I
don't know.
was thinking about the carts, thinking about some a plot in the movie. I won't go into, but it was kind of when you watch it, it was like the Bowser always knows where Mario Brothers are. Always.
Man, you got to get a new background or something, or turn that light off behind you.
There's no lie. There it is. Okay. Let me try something. That's worse. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Now turn that light back on.
I need a shave.
What else?
In the training montage,
There was a 80s training montage. It kind of was like the one from Shrek 2.
the obstacle course was not built for anyone but Peaches. There is no mushroom person on the entire mushroom land that could have attempted to complete that course. The jumping, the leaping, the spaces between, there was no way those little short-legged mushrooms would have done any of those obstacle courses. Like it was built for, it was designed for Peaches or designed for someone from Peaches' world. She just went through a tube when she was a kid and landed there. But remember when they started looking at the sky, she goes, there's hundreds of worlds out there. She doesn't know if she was from his.
We're not big Mario fans. I didn't feel lost in them.
How could you get lost in that? There was a pretty well-defined plot.
I mean, like the critics' reviews, if you look at them, they're mad that it's for kids. For one thing, it's a kids' movie. I don't understand why they're mad about that. And they're mad that it's fan service, which means that they're mad it's making the fans happy. I don't really know. It sounds like these people are mad that they're old and don't play video games, which is interesting because a lot of them are younger than me that are writing this junk.
Critics are upset is because they're literally, most likely, in my opinion, getting paid or being forced to like certain movies. And this movie doesn't have.
Well, this movie's not Disney. That's one thing.
Yeah.
This movie's a competitor to Disney. Can you imagine if Disney had done this movie? Half of the people would have been gay. The girl power thing would have been off the charts.
Peaches would never.
She would have never needed Mario.
I'm not even going to go there, but the plot of you knew the plot of the movie. There was actually two running plots in that movie. The original was Mario saving Luigi and using the princess. He didn't even know about the princess until he found a mushroom person said, "Here, I'll help you." He got a mushroom god. Well,
Toad.
Huh?
That was that character's name, Toad.
Yeah. Well, I won't go into too much, but then there was the sideline plot after we meet the main bad guy. I can't think of his name.
Oh, Bowser.
I think of Bouncer. Yeah. Once we meet Bowser, then there is a second kind of the Bowser plot. His agenda. We kind of find out what that is and why he's doing what he's doing. But
I mean, did we mention that? I mean, so the thing is he wants her to marry him.
I don't want to get what's. Yeah.
Well, we already did. He wants her to marry him, and he is threatening to destroy her kingdom. One of the reviewers was mad saying that was inappropriate for kids. I mean, these people are just miserable. I mean, the disconnect between critics. So we've talked about this before. If a movie is poorly reviewed by critics and the audiences love it, it's probably a pretty good movie. If it's really well received by critics and audiences don't like it, like The Last Jedi, then that means political crap, woke. If two of the characters had been gay, what would the critics think?
It would have been off the charts.
Or if the princess had left Mario at the house while she went and beat Bowser on her own stunning and brave power she had, the critics would have loved it. No question.
One critic had issues with her using flower, not to defeat Bowser, but to show Mario how to use it. She's showing Mario. She's his god. Her teaching Mario how to do the obstacle course, which flower or which box, colored question box, gave you what power.
So a lot of people had a problem with Luigi and Mario being split up. It's those two guys going to save the princess. That's not what the movie was. The movie was Mario and the princess going to save Luigi. That makes more sense because if why would Mario and Luigi land on this planet and then go off to save this princess they'd never met? I mean, visually, what did you think?
It's almost like watching a 3D movie. It was
Yeah.
so well done.
Animation was really good. The Mario Kart part in particular, I really liked. You could go, hit the power up battle with Donkey Kong. They had the power ups and stuff. I liked that. I thought it was pretty good.
That's why somebody in the training, she was showing him the the power up, the question power ups had different colors, so gave you different powers. He hits one, it does something. Then they say, "Oh, you hit the yellow one or something."
Like I played the first Mario Brothers and that was it.
Or you would like get the coin, you rate a power, you would power up, or you get an extra life. The power would make you jump fast. When I played, they didn't have all those where you could change to get the little raccoon outfit where you could fly.
It's going to have a huge opening. I mean, it's going to have a very big opening weekend. Like we're going to review another movie, I guess tomorrow. I thought Air was better. Have you compared the two movies? Now, if you're going to go for a kids movie, go to this. Your kids will love it.
It's here anyways. It's rated R.
I'm taking my kids. Okay, the thing is that we've already seen Air, and we know that it's pretty much rated R. I don't want to get into it too much. It's rated R for like one scene where a guy cusses a lot. That's about it. Other than that, the movie's fine for kids. We're getting off topic. This movie's great. Your kids will like it. I think people will like it. Me and you aren't huge Mario fans.
You have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be. But
because you know the character, everyone's gonna know the character, and they don't have to know each character and what's going on, what each character did in each game version of Mario to know
see, that's what some of the reviews are saying though. I mean, let me pull one up. Like they're saying that you have to. They're mad basically because
it's a great rescue movie. Defeat the bad guy.
They're mad because I really don't get it, to be quite honest. Let me look at some of these critic reviews. Audiences, so like right now, the different. Okay, what it seems like they're saying the story's paper thin. Well, for God's sake, it's a 90-minute movie about Mario Brothers. What's it supposed to be?
It's not paper thin. It's
the heroes end where they're starting, not having been transformed by their experiences. Yeah, so much of the action in Super Mario Brothers is predicated on the gameplay. I don't know. I mean, I just get the feeling that some of these people just had
those critics or those.
Yeah, these are critics. These are critics. I'm just like, look,
this movie, they're going to watch it, then they're going to tell people to go see it. It's a great movie. It's going to get word of mouth. It's going to be a $500 million movie in a few weeks.
Yeah, I think it'll be a $500 million movie easily.
Yeah, but it's not going to have these, good people going to see it and then saying, don't go see this movie. It's going to be, go see this movie. It's great.
I think Disney has put out the last Toy Story movie, which wasn't that great, had a bunch of political nonsense in there and wasn't well received. Then they had that Strange Worlds movie, which was just totally ridiculous as far as some of the messaging, and people rejected that. And Disney are getting antsy because Illumination's doing pretty well.
And I think Disney has a little control over I think they have a little influence, not control, but influence.
They have control over probably the critics now, but I don't think that's going to last forever. It's like Star Wars. Eventually people just quit making excuses for Star Wars. Another thing that some of the reviewers don't like is they don't like Chris Pratt. I've never really got into his politics that much, but I think his politics are a little bit to the right of where some of these critics are, and they don't like that. I do know isn't he like a really religious guy or something? Yeah, but a little bit doesn't. If you're just a little bit to some of these guys writing these articles, they just hate you instantly. So it's ridiculous. People I wish people would review movies based on whether they're good or bad, not whether they like the people in the movies.
And he doesn't like promoting or speaking positive toward some of the things that other Hollywood. He kind of he really doesn't push back so much as I'm just not going to do it.
Well, anyway, I thought he was fine.
Oh, I
Uh,
thought he was great. I love his movie. I love him all of his movies.
I could have done with the accents maybe a little bit more. But then again, a 90-minute movie full of those, oh, it's old Mamma Mia and all that crap.
Yes, but his family's from America. He's an American. It's not like he just immigrated from here.
That's
First
true. That's true.
family's
But can
here.
I ask you? I mean, every time I interrupt you, it fades the sound out a little bit. But um, would it have annoyed you? Would it have been annoying to
Yes,
listen to that? Yeah, that's what I think too. So they
because
probably they,
his
they
whole family didn't talk like that.
they made the right choice on that. They
Yeah.
probably
Maybe if the family had talked like that, then maybe they would have spoke like that. But since the family spoke, you know,
did the
had
princess get on your nerves with the girl power stuff?
there wasn't much girl power stuff.
Oh, there was a little bit. I mean, but I mean, it wasn't obnoxious.
Oh
Uh,
no, if it hadn't been for Luigi, the storyline wouldn't have continued because she was at one point ready to give up. She's like, we can't do
yeah.
it. So I don't want to give that part away, but at one point she was defeated. She didn't think, she was ready to go home. She was defeated. Mario stood up and said, no, let's continue.
I mean, out of five, I would say probably a 3 or 3.5. What would you say?
Oh, 3.5, easy.
I think I'm going to recommend this movie. You,
Oh, definitely 3.5 stars, two thumbs up.
we'll do the review for air tomorrow. We already did an out of theater review. We'll do a fuller one tomorrow, and hit like and subscribe and turn the notifications on to see more from us. And I'll talk to you later.
Again, at the review.